a misogynist, a disinformant, at least you stood on 10. All right? You stood on 10. Can't hate you for that, bro. Can't hate you for that. Kudos to him. Did I not say this? But go ahead. Tell us more about fucking gun violence in Chicago.
Schools?
Tell us more about how we need to have fucking security guards and armed guards at schools. Go ahead.
We should have an honest and clear reductionist view of gun violence, but we should not have a utopian one. You will never live in a society when you have an armed citizenry and you won't have a single gun death. That is nonsense. It's drivel. But I think it's worth it. I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year, so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. That is a prudent deal.
Absolutely.
It is rational. Nope.
I agree with Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is a hero. I just couldn't see it. Charlie Kirk is a hero. I just couldn't see it. All of this was a point to stand for the Second Amendment. Let me, round of applause for Charlie Kirk, everybody. Round of applause for Charlie Kirk making his point. Thank you, Charlie Kirk. You lived and you died for what you believed in. I can't hate on that.
All right, so as you can see, that's a YouTuber telling about how we feel about Charlie Kirk, how we feel about the guy who spoke about not having any gun control and spoke about how there is going to be deaths from him not having gun controls, died of a shooting, and how he stood for what he believed. Like, he believed that there would be unnecessary death because of no gun control, and it happened to him. Now, when it comes to Charlie Kirk, I'm just thinking to myself, like South Park, like Young Turks. Are y'all happy now? Are y'all happy that this guy is dead? Me personally, I was never a fan of Mr. Kirk because he said very messed up stuff. Like, he said very messed up stuff. He said the black pilot thing. He said that MLK was a rapist. All without any evidence. Like, that stuff he said about MLK, that was disgusting. That was overall disgusting to me. Just gross. Like, why would you even say that about MLK? Like, it's just absolutely
Listen,
and that's why I think this United story and the DEI story hits so hard, because we've all been in the back of a plane when the turbulence hits, or when you're flying through a storm and you're like, I'm so glad I saw the guy with the right stuff and the square jaw get into the cockpit before we took off, and I feel better now thinking about that.
You want to go thought crime? Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Rest in piss, bozo.
Yeah, this is kind of why. Like, I feel bad that he got shot, but while he was living, while he was going around spreading evil, saying that MLK was a rapist, saying that he's against the Civil Rights Act, that it was unconstitutional, which it's not. There's, it already went to the Supreme Court, and they said thanks to the commerce part of the commerce part of the Constitution, where you can regulate commerce and business, that for economic reasons you can end segregation. Like, that's it. Like, we already took it to the Supreme Court. They sided with history. They sided with good history. And yeah, the government can tell you, like, hey, you can't discriminate against somebody because of their race or because of their gender or because of their sex. Hey, it's already done for. Like, we already did that. But you have this Charlie Kirk the jerk who, I feel bad that he got shot and all. I feel bad that his wife is a widow. I feel bad about all of that. But still, I'm not going to lie and cap and say that when this guy was living, he was just an angel. He was just a sweetheart. No, he was a damn racist. Like, come on. Damn racist bigot. Said a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe he didn't mean it, but he surely meant to collect that money. Like, no. And I feel bad. Feel bad for his wife. Feel bad that she got a dead husband. I feel bad that the children can't grow up with their father and all. But, you put out this negative energy out into the universe, and it's going to come back to you tenfold. So all the hate that he put out throughout the universe came back to him. In all places, Utah. Utah is a red state. It's not like the dude died in New York or died in California. He died in Utah, one of the reddest states in the Union. And, that's how I feel. My heart goes out to, like, his family. Like, I know many friends are saying, like, they feel bad that he got shot. And this is a telltale sign why, if you're a controversial person, just have your whole gatherings indoors. That way you could actually, like, vet people. And one of the most dangerous things to have is, like, white enemies, because thanks to, like, white privilege, nobody are checking these young men. I mean, they can't even protect the president, yet alone Charlie Kirk, like a guy who's far from a billionaire. And now he's dead, and hopefully he's resting with Jesus. And a lot of my friends are, like, holding on to the fact that he is a Christian. Which, hey, if you are a Christian brother, then I would love to see you in heaven. But here's the thing. The stuff you said on Earth, the stuff about MLK being a rapist, the stuff about the Civil Rights Act being unconstitutional, the stuff about if you see a black pilot, you hope that he's qualified because of DEA. Like, all this stuff, all this hatred, all this disgusting muck that you led on the earth really makes me not feel bad that you're gone. Like, really. Makes me not feel bad that you're gone. I would never wish death on anybody, but if death comes to some of my enemies, I'm not going to weep. And I'm not saying that Mr. Kirk is an enemy or a friend of mine. I never met him. And probably will never meet him on the earth or get a chance to meet him on the earth. But yes, Charlie Kirk is definitely a jerk. His earthly life, he was definitely a jerk. He said things like MLK was a rapist. A lot of people would say he's an adulterer, which I haven't found efficient evidence to even believe that. But Charlie Kirk went the extra mile and said that he's a rapist. And for that stuff, like, Charlie Kirk is a jerk, and he said a bunch of bigoted stuff. And I feel bad for his family. I feel bad that he as a father, like, has children that will not see him. Him as a husband has a wife that will not see him on earth. And I don't validate any like, vigilante actions whatsoever. So yeah. That's just how I feel. Kirk is a jerk, but I wish the best for his family.